Hello everybody, welcome to my show. I'm Murphy Slaugh, aka the Doctor, your favorite Gallifreyan time dragon. If you hear me and see me talk to someone off camera but do not hear the reply, do not worry, that's just my human roommate Carl, who's off in his own room, but trying to help me out. I've muted the mic so it doesn't pick up his voice, so don't worry about it. Anyway, today I thought I would talk to you about a very curious phenomena that affects thousands, if not millions, of people. It's a case of mass false memories or mismemorization, and it's usually attributed to like alternate evidence of alternate worlds or of just things being changed, and it isn't. It's just the fact that you humans seem to remember things wrong. Now, this is, of course, the Mandela Effect, which was named after Mandela Affect, who happened to be the 34th emperor of the planet Xanax over in the what? What do you mean? Well, Mandela, I don't know how you know it, but obviously you do. The name, oh, that president? Are you sure? Okay, fine. Well, evidently it is, in fact, named after Nelson Mandela, who was president of South Africa. Now, a lot of people remember that he was imprisoned in the 1980s, and a lot of people will swear that they remember that he died at that time, and will even swear that they remember a video of his funeral. Except the fact is, he didn't die in prison in the 1980s. He was actually released in the 1990s, where he became president of South Africa, and he didn't actually die until December 2013. But people will still swear that they are sure he died in the 1980s. And this Mandela Effect covers a lot of stuff, from books and movies and food and songs and just a whole host of things where people are sure that something is such and such a way, and it has to be this way, but in fact they are wrong. Now, I will be given several examples, so that will cover all of these things. Now, one thing that the Mandela Effect covers is Star Wars. There's actually two things from there. One, there is a famous meeting between Luke Skywalker and Darth Vader. Luke Skywalker's hanging on to all the pipes over this huge chasm and trying to explain that Obi-Wan told him that Darth Vader had killed his father. And the reply that everybody knows is, Luke, I am your father. Except that's not the reply. What Darth Vader actually said was, no, I am your father. Now, I know that a lot of people may not believe it, but if you don't, yes, you in the third row back there, sitting all smug and saying, I know what's right. No, it isn't. Look it up. Listen to it. Now, the other thing from Star Wars that people will know is that C-3PO was all gold. Except he wasn't. He was mostly gold, yes, but his right leg was actually silver. But people won't actually realize that. Oh no, he was all gold. No, he wasn't. Now, other examples of this, you have Field of Dreams. Build it, and they will come. But no, not they. Build it, and he will come. You have Forrest Gump. My mama always said, life is like a box of chocolates. No. My mama always said, life was like a box of chocolates. Yes, it's grammatically incorrect, but that's how it is. Look up the clips, listen to it very carefully, and that's what is being said. Now, you have Interview with a Vampire by Anne Rice, but it's not a vampire, it's Interview with the Vampire. Now, you have, for those of us gray muzzles, back in the maybe 70s or 80s, there was a series of books with an anthropomorphic bear family, a mother, a father, a son and a daughter, and they had a lot of morals and told what was right and what was wrong. And of course everybody knows that this was the Berenstain Bears. Nope, not Berenstain. I know what you're thinking, but no, it's actually Berenstain, S-T-A-I-N. I mean, in the sense, Berenstain seems more familiar because it's, just the way it sounds, but no, it's Stain. It is actually named after the authors. And if you don't believe me, look up on Google, look up on Amazon, Barnes & Nobles, whatever book site you can find, look it up, and you'll see that I'm right. Curious George. Now, if I were to ask you, how long is Curious George's tail? Oh, it's a few inches. It's not long at all. See, Curious George never had a tail. If you think about it, he's kind of like a chimpanzee, and chimps do not have tails. So a lot of people will still think that he had a tail. Now you've got other examples like Pikachu. Speaking of tails, what color is Pikachu's tail? Yes, it's yellow with a black tip. No, it's all yellow. Pikachu never had a black tip on his tail, but people will swear that's what they remember. Now then, you have, for foods, you have things like Jiffy peanut butter. No, it's not Jiffy peanut butter. It's actually just Jif, J-I-F. Now, the reason they may get this confused is possibly because there was, at about the same time, Jiffy popcorn. But if you recall the slogan for that, it's choosy mothers choose Jif, and not choose Jiffy. And no, the name was never changed. That's what it's always been, just J-I-F, Jif. You have Oscar Mayer Wieners. How is it spelled? Of course, O-S-C-A-R-M-E-Y, no, not M-E-Y, M-A-Y-E-R. And if you recall the lingo, the little jingle for that, my bologna has a first name, it's O-S-C-A-R. My bologna has a second name, it's M-A-Y-E-R. Yes, it does. That's how it's spelled, M-A-Y-E-R. Let's see, you have Sleeping Beauty, with Maleficent standing in front of the mirror and intoning those words that everybody knows. Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the fairest of them all? No. Nope, not quite. Magic mirror on the wall, who's the fairest one of all? That's what's actually said, which, if you think about it, actually makes a little more sense. And again, look it up. There's probably lots of clips on there where you can find it. You have the Monopoly game with Mr. Moneybags and his monocle. He never wore a monocle. No. I'm not sure where that came from, but that is not part of the thing. He never had a monocle. Let's see. You also have Coca-Cola. It's C-O-C-A-C-O-L-A. No hyphen. It's just two words, Coca and Cola. People will still swear that there was a hyphen there, just like they will swear that there's a hyphen between Kit and Kat for the Kit Kat bars. But no, there is no hyphen. It's just, again, two words, Kit and Kat. That is all. Now, going back to movies, you have Silence of the Lambs and Dr. Hannibal Lecter's very creepy greeting to the FBI agent, "Hello, Clarice," except that he never says that in the movie. Trust me, I'm guilty of that, and so is my roommate. Yes, you are. I've heard you many a time say that, so don't give me any of that, "Oh, I'm innocent." I've heard you. Yes, it's not "Hello, Clarice." All he really says, his first words greeting her are simply "Good morning." Yeah, it's rather, flat and not exactly, worthy of him, but that's what is said. Just "good morning." And I'll give one more example. In Jaws, you hear that line, "We're going to need a bigger boat," except that it's not we. The phrase is actually, "You're going to need a bigger boat." Yes, that is what it is. Oh, and one more example, just for a very famous one. E.T., his famous lines, "E.T. phone home." Now, with this, there seems to be some actual logical reason for it. It doesn't make sense behind the reason, but evidently the trailers had that particular phrase, "E.T. phone home." Although, if you look at what's actually in the movie, what E.T. actually says is "E.T. home phone." Now, you'll also notice that when it shows E.T., when it's in the movie, he has his finger pointed out and up. When it's in the trailer, his finger is curled. So there's some discrepancy there. Now, there's a lot of other things, but, I mean, you've got JFK and the fact that there was actually 6 people in the car, not 4, and it was evidently a 6-seater, not a 4-seater, but people will still claim, oh, there was only 4 people in the car when he was shot. You've got a lot of other examples, but I don't want to bore you to tears about it. You can probably find it out on the web, and it's really quite fascinating, and some of these things I know Carl has been guilty of thinking as well. So yes, you have. Yeah, I know. No, you're not perfect, but I've heard you many times say some of these things, so don't try to act like it's not affected you either. Humans, go figure. Anyway, I mean, a lot of times people may think that this is proof, if you will, of alternate realities, parallel worlds or something. But I think in truth it's just that you humans remember things differently, and your memory changes things, and then it sort of sticks with that for years and years, and you tell other people, and then that sticks with them as well. But some of these things you can find probably hundreds, if not thousands, if not millions of people that will swear, hey, this is such and such a way, and yet it's not. Well, that's what I'm going to talk to you about today, just this new Mandela Effect of mass false memories. Thank you for staying with me. Thanks to all of you who have subscribed to my channel. I really do appreciate it. I hope you will tell your friends about it. I hope to talk to you all later. For those who've just come on, remember to hit that subscribe button, and please leave a comment if you wish. I will get to them one way or another. Thank you, everybody. I hope you'll have a wonderful time, and I will talk to you later. Bye. From your Gallifreyan Time Martin, goodbye.